Welcome back to the Fire Emblem Three Houses Blind Run. Last time we had the war between the eagle and the lion and the deer and also the unaffiliated Because Flame, which is now its official title. And now, well, apparently strange things have been happening in villages.
Part 1. White Clouds. Red Wolf Moon. The Flame in the Darkness.
That's a very ominous moon name.
Hoarfrost now graces treetops and open fields alike, and an icy chill blown in from the north of Fargus blankets the land. All of Fodlan's creatures begin to settle in for a long winter. The setting sun bathes the full winter coat of every wolf in a foreboding scarlet glow. Hunters can now spread the word that the Red Wolves are back on the prowl.
Okay, so it's like an icy cold winter month then. Oh, okay.
Well, I had fun today. Of course, you want to see me again, yes?
So this is actually not blind because I've seen Dorothea's support on the Black Eagles route before.
Of course. I'd love to, Dorothea.
Well, until we meet again. Oh, hello, Professor. Were you watching that? Yes. Is there a problem with that?
Oh no, you're just being a female Sylvain right now.
Look, I know what I'm doing. My claim as a diva won't last forever after all. I must look to the future.
Have you considered a change of dimensions and going into Tokyo Mirage sessions? You'd probably do well over there.
As a man, you may not feel so rushed about these things, but I know my beauty will eventually fade.
Actually, I'm guessing you'll look even better after the time skip. Speaking of the time skip.
I wish I could be that easygoing.
Getting old doesn't bother Byleth at all because he knows that he'll look exactly the same except with greener hair after the time skip.
Anyway, I'm not just playing games with these boys. This is for my future. You have no right to object. I very much want to find a good partner here at the Academy. Someone who will take care of me for the rest of my life.
Well, I mean, considering this is a Fire Emblem game, you probably came to the right place.
Finding someone to take care of me? Of course it is. Who could ask for anything more? Anyway, I value your opinion, Professor, but I won't have you interfering with my life plans. Unless you'd like to take care of me into my old age. That'd be something, eh? How about it, Professor?
So, this question I find kind of weird. Either you have to reject her outright, or basically just say yes to wanting to marry her. It's kind of a hard choice if you're not planning on romancing her. I did this on the other route, but I don't want to be mean here. I guess I'll see what she says if I say this.
I wasn't... You aren't being serious, are you? I was just teasing.
Oh, she says exactly the same thing.
Or did you really just consider spending your whole life...
Really, there is no change in dialogue at all, regardless of what you choose.
If you did, that actually makes me... It makes me happy. I had no idea you might look at me that way.
But he said no.
You've gotten awfully quiet. You might even be blushing a bit. Have I embarrassed you? If so, I'm very, very sorry. I should be going anyway.
So, yeah, I've seen that support on the Black Eagles route. Doesn't exactly leave a great impression with me, to be honest, because it just kind of feels like...
That's what we're dealing with. Is there no chance it's an infectious disease?
Okay, I'll just say this right. Yeah, before I continue with this cutscene, it just kind of feels like, yeah, like they're kind of selling her as a fan service character, because it's like, oh, she really desperately wants someone to take care of her in her old age. She outright asks if the player character is. From what I've heard, though, she does get a lot better. It's just that most of her C supports are apparently not great. And I've heard there are other characters like that in this game, too. But anyway, yeah.
There are no absolutes in medicine, but the chances are extremely slim.
NPC-itis is not infectious. You get it if you wear any green clothing and are not controlled by the player. Don't worry about it spreading to you. Actually, wait, you do need to worry because you're not recruited yet.
Restless movements, fits of violence, becoming bedridden, or even impossible to wake. With symptoms that varied, there are only a few possibilities.
And all of them are NPC-itis.
It's either a mixture of poisons or magic, and dark magic at that.
You're talking about Remire Village, aren't you, Mark?
Well, it's got the name of a dark tome in its name. Probably not in Japanese. I'm pretty sure in all of its appearances, Maya is called Slime in Japanese.
Oh my, if it isn't Gerald. Tell me, what was the first thing you heard?
Everything, after you mentioned that it's not likely an infectious disease. My child and I owe the people of Remire Village. If something's happening there, we must help them.
We scouted the area ourselves. Speak with the knights, hear what they have to say. I must go. Thank you for your help, Manuela. You know, I'm more than willing to go with you to Remire Village. After all, I owe you my life.
Okay, I'm wondering if you only get the option to recruit her, like, now.
If you'd like, I bet we could even manage the mission all by ourselves. Just the
You know,
two
from a
of
non-fan
us.
service point of view, I actually think that's kind of true because of how over-leveled we are at this point.
Professor, a bit of a tease, are we? A girl could get used to this side
Well,
of
I think
you.
Dorothea already has.
Nice try, but I'll be going to the village as well. Enough nonsense. It's time
Also,
to move out.
Geralt's going too.
As you like. Goodbye, Gerald. Goodbye, Professor.
I'll be in my office making preparations. What about you? If you have the time, it would be helpful if you could go ahead and talk to the knights. Hey, what's wrong?
Okay, then.
If anything feels off, return to the infirmary. No need to just grin and bear it. Got it?
Ugh, what could have caused such dizziness? I felt it
Yeah,
too.
I knew Sothis would be mentioning something, so, like, either that disease is affecting, like, Byleth or something, or... I know it's got something to do with Nemesis's blood, but...
Actually, I felt that way before.
But can you remember? Nope, it goes straight on to teaching. Okay, then. If I instruct automatically, I won't get the points for the hidden talents. And there we go. What skill do you get out of that? Seal speed.
Go figure. I didn't know I had it in me.
That's not bad, though you are a little hurt with your low accuracy, because in this game you actually do need to, may as well boost this up a level. You need to hit in order to get the benefit of that.
I'd like to ask you something.
Okay. This maybe?
Really?
Oh, okay. Oh, you still get professor level for it?
Professor.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I already focused on accent flying for a while earlier, so yeah. Well, I guess now you know there's a plot reason for why he wants to be a Wyvern Rider. And Flame, I thought Flame would come towards us.
Excuse me, Professor. May I have a moment of your time? Ah, wonderful. I was hoping you might enlighten me. About yourself, that is.
Only if you enlighten him as to why your age is listed as question mark. Are you hiding the fact that you're secretly a Manakete, maybe?
You see, I happen to be quite curious about you. Well, because there is something different about you. You possess an air of mystery.
We both have question marks for our ages. That must be related.
I could not help but notice when first we met. I am intrigued, to say the least. I find it rather difficult to put into words, were I to wax poetic.
I would say you remind me of the sea. Have you ever been, Professor?
Byleth is the ocean, apparently.
The sea is vast, boundless. On the surface, all seems still. Yet beneath that stillness, it is unfathomably deep.
No, really, I am not that deep. I am a generic silent protagonist. I have no personality at all.
Within, it teems with life. Yet without, one is lucky to glimpse a fleeting shadow.
So you're saying that Byleth has fish, like, inside him, swimming around, and that's why she's so interested in him, isn't it?
And yet, all one must do is cast a line to grasp hold of all that life. You cannot see it at a glance, but it is there all the same.
I am going to use my fishing rod, and I will pull all the fish out of your body. Yes, yes, and then I'll have all the fish from you, and then you will die, because all your internal fish are gone, and they'll be mine. Yes!
About fish, of course. Oh, bother. I got sidetracked, didn't I? Right. About the sea. During a storm, the once calm waters become mighty enough to overturn even the vastest ships. Not unlike you. You are calm. You carry yourself with poise. Yet you wield great power.
Byleth is like, okay, maybe I could destroy a ship in a single strike. I have to try that sometime.
My brother was uncertain of you at first. He once referred to you as a youth of dubious origin.
I wonder if he used less polite terms.
Oh, but please do not think ill of him. He is incredibly dedicated to his work. So surely you understand why he would have doubts about one of whom he knows so little.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody even seems to know your age. Incidentally, how old are you?
11 billion years old.
Wait, you do not know your own age? You truly are mysterious. Looking at you, it is quite difficult for me to determine. I wonder... could you be younger than your own students? Who? Me? Well, I am roughly the same age as the other youths here. Be that as it may, it is simply not the case. Oh, by the way, you should know I had actually been considering enrolling in the academy for a while. I have endured hard times, but I am so grateful that those very experiences led to my acceptance at the academy. Oh, my apologies. I am sure you have much work to do. I will not keep you any longer. We must speak again sometime, if that would be all right. Have a lovely day.
Yeah, still no closer to knowing the mystery of her age. I'm sure the mystery of Byleth's age is what?
I see. So you'll be staying here for some time then?
Is that Sephirin?
Honestly, I'm surprised. I've heard it's been a few years since you last donated to the church.
That was merely because of the financial situation of my territory. I assure you it has nothing to do with my dedication to the church.
Lord Orendel. Okay, we saw him talking to the Flame Emperor earlier, so we know this guy's bad news.
By the way, Dimitri, isn't Edelgard currently enrolled at the Officers' Academy as well?
Yes, she's in the Black Eagle House. I don't believe she has any plans to leave anytime soon. Why not pay her a visit?
I may do just that. It's nice to stay in touch with my dear niece every now and then.
Niece? Okay.
Of course, I'm also delighted that I was able to speak with my nephew as well. Whether through marriage or otherwise, family is family after all.
Of course. The feeling is mutual.
So I'm guessing he's related to both Edelgard and Dimitri.
Professor, if you were watching, you should have made your presence known.
Oh, I was just talking to Flane, and I was hiding from her brother.
That was Lord Arundel, the regent for the Empire. He is also Edelgard's uncle.
And uncles in medieval fiction turn out to be evil like 90% of the time.
My stepmother was his younger sister. We are not related by blood, but he is technically my uncle. Yes. My stepmother was Edelgard's birth mother.
Oh, that's interesting. Why haven't you mentioned that before?
Edelgard and I are siblings by marriage.
Oh. Okay then. Well, those shipping comments earlier are, I mean, they're not blood related, but still slightly awkward.
We can delve into that topic another time. For now, let's make preparations to investigate what's happening in that village.
Maybe that's why he was awkward about Edelgard earlier. Wow, I never saw that coming at all.
Oh dear. The princess of the Empire and the kingdom's prince are kin. How very odd.
Yeah.
All beings are attached somehow to those who are their family. Yes, even I.
So yeah, initially I kind of suspected that Sothis was related to Byleth in some way, but given that she's an air support option, probably not. Because I was like originally thinking, like my original theory was that Byleth is the child of Nemesis and Seros, which would be kind of cool of a plot point, honestly. And that Sothis is also related to Seros, but I don't know if that's true.
I must have had a family too. I wish I could remember them. My family. I wonder who and where they are, and what they're doing now.
Or if they are you and you're like a reincarnation of one of them.
In any case, about this Arundel. You've heard that name before, correct?
Yes, in Trails of Cold Steel, but actually no, we have heard it in this game too.
Quite true. We came across that name within the library, right where the prince had been.
So he was researching late into the night about that guy.
I thought that Arundel had died. And yet, not so. He seems alive and well.
Unless he did die and he's a zombie now.
I wonder what the prince had hoped to learn from reading of his uncle's charity. So many things the prince has yet to tell. How bothersome.
Yeah, we still know he has dark secrets. But I didn't know that he and Edelgard were connected. That's very interesting. And that's only Tuesday. Whose birthday is it? Linhart's. I guess I'll just give flowers.
Much appreciated.
I will enjoy this.
You can count on me.
Yes, I'm shipping them what of it.
We did well enough.
Oh, one off, really?
Looks like I'm getting it.
Okay, let's see what paralogue we have available right now. We haven't even had a chance to explore the academy this month, though, too. Advanced exams. Okay. I mean, Byleth is technically ready, but he isn't qualified for any of these classes yet. I guess it's kind of hard to promote Byleth to advanced classes because a lot of them require faculty training. But Dimitri can turn into a paladin. And he's the only one who qualifies, but in a few more levels, Cyril will be able to become a Wyvern Rider. Guess I just want to quickly see what the battle is. 2 paralogue. Sothis paralogue. That's interesting. And Felix's paralogue. Okay, I could do paralogues now, but I feel like for the sake of consistency, I want to keep the first part of each month to being an exploration part. And also there's that faculty and night mixer that seems interesting. And then later in the week, there's the Founding of the Kingdom celebration, which I obviously want to attend. So I guess I'll do the paralogues on the 16th. And so, regarding certifications, I can make Dimitri an advanced class. The thing that I'm worried about with that, though, is that I feel like you're not really supposed to have advanced classes at this point, but I've kind of got an idea. How are you in terms of mastering... Oh, you're very close to mastering Cavalier. I should probably keep you as that. I'm actually tempted to make Dimitri a Lord, at least for a little bit. So, yeah, let's go out and explore.
I do not know why it is so, but being here makes me feel quite unwell. I am so sleepy, and it is a struggle merely to stay conscious. Are you feeling the same?
Maybe something's going on in the monastery, and maybe someone here is actually evil.
And yet, it feels familiar. As though pulled from a corner of my memory. From a time long ago. I simply cannot fathom it.
This story loves giving just little, vague hints of things to come without outright saying anything. Okay, there are side quests available.
During the Red Wolf Moon, wild monsters make ready for the winter to come, stirring more than at any other time of the year. You were off for Ramire Village, isn't that right? Watch your step on that journey. May the goddess protect all of you.
We wouldn't want you to get mauled to death by blood wolves now, would we?
Right.
This is a place of mysteriousness. I have awareness of how much difference every part of the world is. In a place alike to this place, you can imagine the goddess of Fodlan truly existing. At times I miss those places in Bridget. At times, I am missing those places so painfully.
Oh, Sedith.
What is it? I'm in the middle of my daily duties. I assume you know by now that the four saints are all important figures in the teachings of Seros. Still, I have a particular fondness for Saint Sethlin.
Well, of course, her blood flows in the veins of your sister.
I have something to ask of you.
Missing students. Okay. That sounds incredibly ominous. Oh, the daughter of Saint Keyhole, okay. Yeah, I didn't even check these earlier. Strategy, oh, that's interesting. Huh. It's almost like the Robin Saint. Well, I have enough for Divine Pulse +1.
You're all set.
Okay. Oh, that's probably Gilbert? It's either of these two, but I'm not sure which one. Oh, hey, that worked. Nice. Well, that implies he's probably Annette's father. Unless, this is something that I was just thinking about last night, though. I mean, this is probably not true considering he's a support option, but what if he's an evil imposter who's taking advantage of the fact that her father went missing years ago? Oh, hi, Dorothea. Who are you again? That is, this game definitely takes after some other games with dialogue systems, cough, cough, persona cough, in that it gives you a lot of very funny jerk responses.
You do not look well. Are you sure you aren't coming down with a cold or some other ailment?
Nah, I think we've just been feeling unwell ever since eating that mutton feast the Golden Deer prepared for us.
Please, visit a doctor before your situation worsens. I suppose the infirmary is also an option. Though when I went there the other day, I was unable to receive medical guidance, as Professor Manuela was drunk and fast asleep on the floor.
Actually, yeah, she's reminding me of another teacher who's often drunk, actually from Cold Steel.
I could use your help.
Oh, another love letter quest. Someone in her position. That could mean a number of things. Reverent love letter. Okay, so possibly someone of nobility? Oh, did I just walk through the door?
Okay. Oh, goodness. Is something the matter, Professor? You look a little pale. Please be careful. It's so easy to catch a cold this time of year.
I wonder if his green hair is kind of attracting NPC-itis to him.
Professor, how are you feeling, Professor? You look rather ill, if you don't mind my saying so. Are you sick? If so, I would urge you not to push yourself too hard. Take some rest. Just my natural talent, nothing out of the ordinary. Enough wit now. You should lie down.
Yeah, Lawrence does seem pretty decent, although I'm not sure how he feels about getting his butt completely handed to him by Dimitri in that last fight.
It would seem that your reputation... It's a shame...
Nope. Not yet. Reason. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of reason on Byleth.
Hey!
Hey yourself.
I am so happy to be part of your class, Professor. I honestly cannot recall the last time I interacted with others on a daily basis like this.
Yeah, you had no supports besides your brother for a long time, I'm guessing.
It reminds me of when I was a child. That was so very long ago now. Oh, I mean very, 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 very long ago.
Yeah, I'm still kind of suspicious about her age. Like, I'm wondering if she's actually, like, maybe she's actually 70 or something like that.
The librarian is always out and about these days. And just when I had some questions about a book I'd borrowed. Ugh, now I'm so curious about where he's gone off to. He better come back soon.
Well, considering he's not a support option, that means it's fairly likely that he might be off poisoning a village. I guess we'll find out. Oh, hi.
Ah, Professor. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion was such good fun, don't you think?
I especially liked the part where you smashed me in the face very, very hard.
Ignatz, how long are you going to keep harping on about the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Oh, come on, let me gush. Did you see how the house leaders came together after the battle? What an incredible thing to witness. Harmony, even after something so hard fought.
I get the feeling that's not gonna last after the time skip.
True. If they can keep playing nice, perhaps there will be peace in Fodlan after all.
There's a time skip.
Ah, Professor, I'd like to learn more about...
Dex and Authority. Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't be too hard to get up.
Ah, Professor...
Oh, can't actually talk to Hilda on her own. And see what she feels about the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, seeing as she earned the annual Best Traitor Award for her performance there. History buff, huh? Well, Ignatz, maybe. No, actually, no. It will be called the Black Crow Award. No, it will be called the Nasala Award. The annual Nasala Award.
Remire Village is an Empire territory, but it's still relatively close to the monastery.
Which means that one of us could have very easily been the culprit.
Oh, but you know all about that, don't you? The story goes that it was in Remire Village that Alois found you.
Huh. Oh, right, yeah. I guess that was the village that we were in at the start of the game with the 3 House Lords.
Professor, I heard about Remire Village from some of the knights. It's certainly troubling. If it's a contagion, we at Garrick Mach should be on the lookout as well.
Your words are oddly persuasive, Professor, even if they're not exactly based on anything.
I'm guessing Petra is the owner of that hunting thing, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong in the past, after I've said, oh gee, I wonder whose that could be, and I've still been wrong. Dimitri is often here. Complicated love life. I'm guessing either Manuela or Dorothea, but probably Manuela.
I'm sorry to ask this of you, but I would deeply appreciate it if you would promise to keep my association with Edelgard to yourself.
After all, people are shipping us already, and they would get awkward if they realized that it was another Fire Emblem Fate's Birthright situation.
It is a complicated history, what she and I share.
Professor, tell me, is this about Remire? There are more villagers acting strangely today than yesterday. Knights have been dispatched, yet the underlying cause is as yet unclear. And the most anyone can do is stand back and watch. It is most distressing. Professor, what do you think about all this?
Villagers acting strangely? That sounds terrifying.
In that case, we should strengthen the guards. If you visit the village, Professor, please, take care. Thank you.
I might want to try recruiting this guy at some point just to get his support with a net. That's really the only reason.
I thought we might make it through last month in peace. But no, another incident just had to arise, didn't it?
And this one didn't involve me collecting students' blood.
If only this debacle had to do with crests. Why, I'd have gone and dealt with it in an instant.
Something tells me it probably does. Oh, I have the option to recruit you now.
Professor, I've been watching your class activities, and I wondered if you might desire my help. Just say the word, and I'll pitch in. Of course, I have to be truthful. It's all just a ploy to make it easier to research your crest.
That way I'll be closer to you, and I can get blood samples very easily. Oh, wow, we actually can straight up recruit him now. Might as well.
Feel free to call on me anytime. I'll be happy to lend a hand. And then you can help out with my class, too. It's a joke, Professor. I'd never put a burden on you, a first-year teacher.
So, okay then. I get the feeling Manuela might be recruitable at this point, too. Our army is certainly growing. 51, huh? And he has a minor crest. Occasionally allows weapon attacks to strike twice. And he's only a mage. Level 15, though. Yeah, I guess they're always at the average level for that chapter, which for me, I'm way ahead of that right now. His strength is not horrible for a mage, but that speed is not great. Intermediate seal, too. Schism shot. -5 res? It's okay, I suppose. Crest Scholar. Yeah, I saw this on my Black Eagles playthrough of the mock battle. His personal is just Rally Magic, which is kind of weird because Rally Magic already exists in this game. Win Sagittae Thoron. Revoke his Imperial Peerage when his sister dies. Okay. Interest monocle polishing. Huh, I wonder who might want that. We shall find out. Also can't fit through that gap.
I can offer nothing more than this, but I do ask that you consider trading with me.
All right.
I am in your debt, Professor.
Tome of Comely Saints. Oh no! No! It's an item trading quest. It's an item trading quest. Wow, there's a Zelda item trading quest in this game.
Of the 4 or 5 years since I started here, this is certainly the busiest.
It was 4. I've been here 5.
What's a year here or there? Don't be petty now, Shamir.
Pretty sure that part 1's only gonna last a year.
You count your enemies the same way.
If I take care of them quickly, what does it matter how many there are? Oh, sorry. We didn't mean to ignore you, Professor.
As you were saying, it's been a busy year. There never seemed to be enough hands for the work.
That reminds me. Do you have that thing? If you do, we want it.
Want? No, we need it. Give it to me, not her.
Hey now, I'm the one who brought it up. We may be friends, but that's just rude.
A two-tone whetstone. Uh-oh.
Hey you, do me a favor.
This month only. Yep, it's an item trading quest. This is gonna be weird.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, except that Tomas departed the monastery and has yet to return. Consider that reported.
Nothing to report except for the fact that one of our teachers is missing and has gone to a place where a plague is spread.
He's been gone for periods of time before and has always returned, so I'm not too worried. Still, I wonder what in the world he's doing out there.
Yes, I wonder if he could actually be evil. Etiquette. Acutely aware of their nobility. Okay, that's probably Lawrence. Or Ferdinand. Yeah, it could be either of them, really.
You know, Professor, the tournament fish, and the meal we indulged in after the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, why, all of the food I've eaten in this monastery has been absolutely delectable. Every last bite of it.
Food really is the only thing you think about, huh?
Hardly. I think about all sorts of things.
Oh, like tomorrow's menu, for instance? I have a request.
Okay, mock battle. So I'm guessing, yeah, that's gonna be a battle quest. Huh. It's funny, she hasn't really mentioned food all that much before. I never really took her for being a food lover.
Congratulations on winning the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Did you get a special reward?
You weren't even part of that at all because I recruited you.
I certainly feel like I earned a special reward. Don't you, Professor?
You might if you did anything, but no. Well, what about this?
I'm sorry, but...
Oh, it's not yours. Oh, male saints. Okay, so we're probably looking for either a female student or Linhardt.
When news reached us of the disturbance, ours was the first unit dispatched to Remire. We had renowned scholars and accomplished magic wielders with us. In all honesty, I was scared witless the entire time. For all we knew, it was an epidemic like the rumors suggested. And rumors aside, that place had an eerie air about it that chilled you right to the bone.
And we'll be going there.
All this month, His Highness has been going out late into the night. He will not speak of it to me. Professor, do you happen to know anything?
I do, but I was sworn to secrecy with Dimitri.
I am sorry to trouble you with questions. His Highness's headaches have been growing steadily worse. I would prefer that he retire to bed early.
No, Edelgard.
They say that things rarely, if ever, go according to plan. Still, plan we must. After all, if we don't effectively force things to go our way, nothing will be achieved. How about you, Professor? Are you leading the life you envisioned for yourself?
Yeah, Edelgard, her philosophy is interesting, but I feel like she could very easily fall into well-intentioned extremist territory.
Hey, Professor, can I get your advice on something? I just don't know what to do anymore. I used to think they were the best, but now I can't even stand looking at them.
What are you talking about?
But worrying about it won't solve my problems. What if I can never eat fish again?
Oh, fish, right. Crude arrowheads. Favors the bow. Oh boy, that could be a lot of people.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see. I didn't catch a single fish last month. But this month, oh, this month, I'm casting my line just as the captain taught me all those years ago.
What, the goofy method, the perfect cast?
You're going with the captain to investigate Remire Village soon, aren't you? It feels like so long ago that you two came here.
Well, it has been over half a year.
I'm worried about Remire. That affliction is a little too mysterious for my liking. I'm pretty sure it's not normal.
Also, that dog being right behind you, I'm pretty sure that's also not normal.
Then what could it be?
Yeah, let's not freak him out and say it was the work of a ghost. Likes collecting coins. Hubert or... yeah, because Hubert and Edelgard we can't even give lost items to, so... Felix, maybe? That's the only person I can think of. Frequently works outside. Wow, I'm getting a lot of lost items this week.
Hey. Hey, wait a minute. What you've got there...
Oh, it's you. Of course it would be you.
Please, could you let me have that? Here, I'll give you this in return. Fantastic. Thanks, Professor. You have no idea how happy this makes me.
Oh boy, well, Byleth probably doesn't want to know how happy this makes you. Fire amulet.
Hello, Professor. I know that look in your eye. You want to ask me a favor. You want me to help out with your class, right? You just say the word, and I'll help however I can.
So, yeah, I had a feeling we'd have the option to recruit her now. I think it's just automatic for, like, what particular month you're in.
Don't worry about it. You're just starting out as a teacher, right? It's only natural for those of us with more experience to help the younger generation.
That could be taken in several ways.
I know you figure medicine and magical healing are two ways to do the same thing, but it's way deeper than that.
One gives experience and the other doesn't. That's really the only distinction that I've always seen.
Medicine is all about preventing infection and suppressing symptoms with, well, medicine. That's probably obvious.
Medicine is all about using medicine, got it.
But magical healing is focused on closing up wounds faster, raising a body's vital energy, stuff like that.
Yeah, like, to be honest, just thinking about it, witnessing healing magic in action would probably look pretty disturbing. Okay, I guess we can check out her roster profile now. Age secret. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. Huh, she's kind of all-round balanced, except for her defense. Hexblade. A magical attack. Requires southern accent. Infirmary Master. Quit, avoid, plus 10. Gee, that would have been really, really helpful if we were fighting the Death Knight. Seems like that's a 100% hit rate if they're not immune to it, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I might end up just using those two in side missions and things like that when I want to spread my experience around.
That's right. Hey, Professor, did you see that my father came by during the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Yeah, he saw you, if I remember correctly, I think you got obliterated by Lucidia, and he's probably very disappointed.
He left soon after, but I saw him talking to Edelgard first. I wonder what they could have to talk about.
Well, I'm guessing they're talking about sinister world domination plans.
I guess that would make sense. He is the Minister of Military Affairs after all.
Ah, yeah, so sinister world domination plans.
Still, though, I could have sworn those two didn't get along.
Holy crap, I have so many lost items. There are only a couple of people to talk to here that, still have, is that another lost item? Yep! Wow, that is a lot of lost items. I know that you don't have to do them all in the same day, but still.
What is it? Sorry, I've got a cold.
I can't tell him that I've been infected with NPCitis because he didn't recruit me, then he'd feel bad.
Thanks. I've been looking for this. Thank you so much.
It was right outside your room. I guess that shows a lot about her.
Need something, Professor? I was just asking Monica here to be less demanding of Lady Edelgard's time. Need something? I was just...
Can I just talk to Monica?
Need some...
No, you're not gonna let me. Okay. I still have my major suspicions about Monica.
This is my first time working with the Gerald, the legend known across the ages as the Blade Breaker. And I get to see him with my own eyes.
Across the ages? Huh, how old is that guy?
That means I have to try my absolute hardest.
Okay, that's pretty much all. Guess we have to go to the dormitories for that other quest then.
Good day, Professor. Well then, I should go.
Right? I'd be kind of interested to maybe recruit her. But I doubt I'm ready yet. I could try mission assistance, maybe.
Yes.
Okay, let's check out her roster profile. Mystery Crest. Yeah, I heard she was another one of the few people who had one of these. Actually, very decent stats all round. Swords and Faith, so that seems kind of similar to Manuela. And she's a priest. She has Silence 2 and Physic. Hang on a minute. I should be showing the love letter to everyone I find.
Well...
Nope. No Revenant love letter. Revenant love letter. Zombie romance. Yay.
Remire Village. Is that not where you met Edelgard? If you had not been there, something terrible could have happened. Did one of the house leaders know that mercenaries were staying in Remire Village? I wonder. It will remain a mystery for now. All we can do at this point is speculate.
Professor, do you ever wish you could return to your life as a mercenary?
No thanks. The series already has Ike.
Is that so? I suppose you have become accustomed to your new line of work.
And that means I've done my evil job very, very well.
This month's assignment will again take you outside of Garrickmach, to Remire Village. It was in Remire that you first met Alois and the rest of his order, was it not? Half a year has come and gone since then. How quickly time passes.
Hang on a minute. You have a thing above your head.
It was half a year. I appreciate this.
After all, people in love with me are very easy to corrupt.
Professor, I picked this up, but... Oh hey, it worked out perfectly. Want to trade me what you're holding for it? Thanks, Professor. This is great.
So, why do you want the fire amulet? Glowing stone.
The knights go out from Garreg Mach to take on all kinds of other duties. I'd sure like a job like that one day. Then again, I don't know. Serving Lady Rhea here is pretty good.
She hasn't brainwashed me at all. Anyway, I'm gonna make him a Wyvern Rider pretty soon, so yeah, he'll probably have a job like that one day. Oh, hi both of you.
Professor, Captain Geralt just told me. Remire Village is in a bad way, right?
The situation there is worrying, yes. But tell me, how was your vertigo?
Are you not feeling okay? You should get some rest.
If you must go to the village, make sure you're in good health before we depart.
But this isn't Persona 3, we can't just choose to sleep and get our energy back. Yeah, I would normally recruit Leonie, but again, I just feel like it would be a little redundant with the Blue Lions. Who's this blue person over here? Oh, Sylvain.
I wonder how Remire Village is faring. Hopefully we're not dealing with some new epidemic. It wouldn't be unheard of. Almost 20 years ago, a terrible plague blazed through Fargus.
I wonder if that was caused by a blood pact, although I doubt they bring back that plot device.
It even hit the capital city, taking the Queen Consort's life. Or so I heard. The whole kingdom was in an uproar.
Yeah, I was always wondering whether the one who died in the tragedy of Duska, was that Dimitri's mother or stepmother?
The person who saved the kingdom wasn't a doctor, but a holy woman. The fair Lady Cornelia. After that, she was awarded the honor of being a mage in the service of the royal family. She sounds like an amazing woman, but she must be pretty old by now. But hey, maybe she's aged like a fine wine.
I knew you'd be thinking something like that. I was about to say, she's pretty old by now, isn't she? So, do you have the complicated love life?
Oh, that's mine.
Yep.
Oh, thanks, Professor. You really saved the day.
Now I just need to remember which girl sent this to me.
I fear I may become a social recluse soon.
Well, Bernadetta's doing a better job of that than you are.
My life consists of wearing a groove in the floor between the library and the dining hall. Although I guess a real recluse wouldn't leave their room, eh? Oh, thank you. I gave up hope of ever finding
Yeah, I was wondering if that was yours. It was either that or one of the other, like, history-related items.
What in the world is happening in Remire Village? I hear even the knights have been dispatched. I hope it's nothing too serious. After all, that's where we first met. I have valued memories of the place.
That's the place where I didn't level up, because you knew you were going for Blue Lions. I have not tried giving lost items to Cyril, so I should probably do that. Oh, of course you do a lot of work outside. That makes perfect sense. Okay, apparently this mysterious stone goes to... wow, Mercedes, yeah, well, how did I forget her name? Well, I guess there's a quest that we can turn in too. Oh, the love letter, of course.
Impressive. Thanks.
Yeah, so, if she asks to see you in her office, just be on your guard. She might try and brainwash you to the side of evil.
Hello, Professor. What's that you've got there? Would you mind trading it with me for this? Oh, thank you so much. I'll be sure to take great care of it.
I mean, normally it's probably not a good idea to accept trades for something for something that you're not told what it is. Could be like, got one useless rock. The Path of Dawn. Okay. That sounds cool. Is that like the novelization of Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn? Oh. Aw, it's like a painting. I was hoping it was a novelization of the Tellius games. Apparently Marianne wants it.
Professor? It's about that thing you have there. If it's not too much of a bother, would you trade it for this?
Okay, I'm so sorry, but just looking at her portrait, I just noticed that her ears are freakishly large. I mean, not that there's anything weird about that, it's just that, I don't know, I just kind of noticed it.
Thank you so much. I'll treasure it forever.
Medicinal eye drops. Well, eye drops were part of the Ocarina of Time trading quest. Hopefully these ones don't, like, expire after a certain time limit. Oh, Linhardt wants the eye drops. Maybe it will help him sleep less.
That's a nice thing you have there, Professor. Don't suppose you're planning on using it yourself. Why don't you trade it for this? Sounds good, right? Excellent doing business with you, Professor. I've always wanted to say that.
Maybe you should become a shopkeeper. Oh, and we have the two-tone whetstone. I wonder who wants that. Yeah, this time I'm probably right. So, hey, that item trading quest really wasn't that bad, especially since the game outright tells you who has, like, who wants it, which trade.
You brought it, Professor? Hand it over and I'll make it worth your while.
How? You can't even afford your own drinks. Give it here. You won't regret it.
Excuse me. I asked first. Why don't we let the Professor decide?
So, yeah, you've got a choice here. And, yeah, I'm wondering about this because I've already recruited Catherine. I have not recruited Shamir yet, so maybe it's best to give it to her.
Her? What a letdown.
And Catherine already doesn't like Byleth, but so I guess it's no real loss.
You made the right choice. Here's your reward. I'll let you borrow it later, Catherine, if you quit sulking.
And, what is the reward? There's still an exclamation mark over her.
Of the four, it was. What?
You count your.
If I take.
As you were saying. I have a favor to ask. Thanks.
Okay, there we go. So it's like a choice between either a silver bow or a silver sword. I suppose that silver bow could be useful for some people I have. Now I just have like a gajillion lost items to sort out.
Oh, most kind. Thank you for bringing this to me.
Of course that was his. And let's see if Petra wants the small tanned hide.
I had lost the place of this. You have my thanks.
Okay, so now just 3 left. That could be a lot of people, though. Oh, okay. You collect coins. Just when I was approaching him, I was thinking, huh, wouldn't it be weird if he was the one who collected coins? And he was. Okay, we need to find some info on missing students. Missing student poster. That's all we needed, apparently.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Yeah, I'm still very, very suspicious about the whole Flame incident. Oh, someone wants to support Byleth. Alois. Okay, that should be interesting.
Right.
Yes, I agree with you, random NPC. It should be interesting. Now, while I'm here, I may as well do some choir. Okay, so Ignatz is poor and he likes bows, so maybe it's his. Oh. Well, I think I know whose that is. Where are you, Dorothea? I knew you were somewhere around here.
How did you know I lost this? Thank you for bringing it back to me.
Well, you are the other only songstress here, and, you admire Manuela, so obviously that was yours. Okay, I got distracted. Let's now see if Ignatz wants the arrowheads.
Someone...
No, not yours. Wait, what? You wanted the map of Embar? Huh. That makes me even more suspicious about you. There's a lot about Flame we don't know. Okay, I'll try this first.
Not mine.
Nope. Are we ready to recruit you?
Working hard, aren't you? I can assist with any tasks or help with your students.
Okay, we're recruiting Shamir. I wondered what class she is, because I always thought she'd be a swordmaster, but Catherine's a swordmaster. And you can only train in lances and bows and stuff.
On it. I'm available anytime I'm not on a mission with the Knights.
Okay. Wow, a lot of recruitments today. Okay, so Shamir. I'm guessing sniper, maybe? Yep, she's a sniper. Great dexterity, pretty solid stats all round except bad resistance. Swordbreaker. So I'm guessing that you are, yeah, lancers and bows. Bad at faith, no hidden talents. 25. Participates in the Dagda and Brigid War. I wonder if Petra doesn't like you for that. Interests, silence. Spider, centipede, smooth talkers. Gambling. Okay, then. Survival instincts. Oh, that's cool. The problem is you're an archer, so not really sure how much enemy phase action you'll be getting with that, but you do have close counter. Did I check Leonie? Actually, wait a minute. Leonie is good at bows, isn't she? Because I think she's, like, kind of designed to be a bow... Oh, is that another one? Oh, just now feather.
Oh, that's mine.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I checked pretty much everyone else. Okay, now that all that's left to do is just to do a little bit of faculty training, I guess.
The situation...
It'd be fine to train with Geralt, maybe. Get a bit of authority up. Thing is, though, Geralt's, he's not in the support library, so that worries me somewhat.
Well...
Oh, right, I should probably go to the Faculty and Knights mixer, too. Which is funny, considering that I've recruited a lot of Faculty and Knights. Enhance we're done with Professors and Knights, huh? Well... I have to. Where's Hanneman? He probably doesn't like it.
This is lovely. I welcome an opportunity for us three to get together and enjoy one another's company.
I hate this food, but I'm not going to say that.
I wouldn't normally want you around for dinner, Hanneman. But it's kinda nice once in a while.
Okay, unique line there. That's cool. Oh, and Hanneman and Bylov can support too. That's also cool. So, who does Shamir support with? Catherine, makes sense. Cyril. Eloise. Oh, I can only do that once. Well, Catherine and Shamir both like this, but Catherine's already fully motivated, so let's have these two.
Having a meal together with Shamir. I'm happy and more than a bit nervous.
It's rude to ignore the professor like that.
Okay. They have unique dialogue. Yeah, I kind of feel like supports don't really matter when it comes to recruiting the teachers and knights. I feel like it's just based on where you are in the plot.
Remember this, Professor. That look on Dedue's face means he thinks the food is pretty tasty.
Yes, and what a look it is!
This is my yummy.
Oh, generic line. And that's all for the time being. Huh, you two have a fast support then. Maybe I should have them fight in one of the side battles. Okay, so I think I'm just going to head over there now. I think next time I'll do that Eloise support, and then maybe a few more supports, and then I think we'll do one of the paralogs. So, yeah, I will see you again for that.